Hey, the game of the week on the Valley Channel is back in Hiram as tonight we get to see the Mountain Crest Mustangs as they host the Preston Indians. Preston is 91-22 over the last 5 years. They are one of the preeminent programs in all of Idaho. A couple of years ago, they had 2 back-to-back years where they only lost 3 games total. This is a team that always comes to play and usually walks away with a win. For Mountain Crest, it's been a tough few years, but they're 5-4 right now, and they are back in the mix. And you look at those 4 losses, the worst loss was 9 points, and that came to one of the top 5A teams out there in Cedar Valley. Their other losses were just a couple of points. So they could be a lot better than 5-4, though. Conversely, some of their wins are really close too. They could be a lot worse than 5-4. We'll see how they do tonight against a very good Preston team coming up on the Game of the Week.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I had a discussion with Coach Mitch Argyle this morning talking about the Logan Grizzlies. The first thing I asked him was, all right, we're about 10, 12 games in. What are you seeing that you're liking? What do you need to work on? And he said, when we play together and share the ball and play with energy, boy, we're a lot of fun to watch. We can score the ball. And defensively, that goes for the defensive side as well. He said, but sometimes we get a little bit sped up, and sometimes we don't share the ball a little bit. And that's when we get in trouble, speaking of the Grizzlies. And those are the things that they're working on and really trying to perfect as they head into region play. He said, boy, we look good when we're playing discipline. We just have to focus on our jobs, make sure we're not doing too much. When I asked him about region play, he said, man, there is great depth in this region. We've played teams from Salt Lake. We've played teams from all over. And there's some regions that are really good up top, but not as deep as this one. He said this one is really deep. They hope to slow down Jackson McKee if they want to slow down the Bees. We're going to see what they can do tonight on the Game of the Week.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings. Our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit. Good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing Better Gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Tonight, the Box Elder Bees visit Logan in the Grizzly Den to take on the Grizzlies in a game that should be pretty entertaining. Both of these teams score a lot of points, get up and down the court. Both of these teams with winning records. Logan 8-4, Box Elder comes in at 6-4. Logan coming off of a win against Northridge on Wednesday night, 65-47. In that ball game, they were led by Justin Anderson. He had 25 points. Jordan Child with 23. Box Elder beat Mountain Crest 72-44 on Wednesday. We're going to step aside for the national anthem just for a moment. Now the national anthem here at Logan High School. As we get ready for the battle between these two teams, it's always interesting when Box Elder comes over and plays on this side of the hill. There's a little bit of a rivalry between the teams here in this valley and the Box Elder teams. They were in the same region for quite a while. So let's look at the starting lineups. Elijah Kersey, number 3, averaging 14 points per game, a 6'1 junior. Cole Mortensen is a 5'6 senior, averaging 9 points a game. Gabriel Seaver, 8 points per game, 6'2 senior. And Christian Watkins, the 6'3 senior, gets the start. Jackson McKee at 6'6", averaging 13 and 8, is number 31. He's the engine for the Box Elder machine.
Correction. Starting for the Box Elder Bees is number 31.
Against Mountain Crest, he had 17 points. Kersey had 16, and Stevenson had 14. So 47 of their 72 points between those three, and that's kind of how it works for them. When you look at the stats of their team, those three are doing most of the scoring. They average 59.9 points per game, and between those three, they almost average 40 points per ball game. They turn out the lights to introduce the Grizz. Sitabai at 5'10" gets the start tonight, 4 points per game for the senior. Jordan Child is 6'5", brings a lot of energy, blocks shots and scores, 15 points per game. He's just a junior. Drew Kennington will get the start tonight. 6' senior, averaging a bucket a game. Jalen Argyle, he's 6'5", he's a junior. 8.5 points, 2 rebounds per game. He'll play inside and out. He's not afraid to take a three-pointer. And Justin Anderson, who averages 18 points per ball game. He's a 6-foot senior, the last to be introduced here at Logan High. Carson Tuff, number 1, is in the starting lineup quite a bit, but he's been battling some illness. Coach Argyle thought that maybe he'd be available for the night, but they were going to give Crew Kennington the start. Kennington, same height as Tuff, but he's a little thicker. He's built with a few more rocks in his pockets. McKee and Child. And we're underway at the rec center. Anderson hands off to Argyle, and Argyle finds Child. Child looking for Anderson off a screen, can't find him, so he goes the other way. And Argyle with a little turnaround, misses, and it's rebounded by McKee. Kersey brings it across the timeline. Kicks it out to Watkins, who loses it out of bounds, but it was poked away by the Grizzlies and stays here. Inbounds to Mortensen. Mortensen holds against Abai. Seaver gives it back to Mortensen. Mortensen in the lane, rims around, touches everything except for the twine, and then goes out of bounds. Off of Box Elder, says the outside official, and the official down underneath said, no, we're staying right here.
Box Elder basketball.
So Kersey handling against Kennington. Looking low to McKee. He's being face guarded by Argyle. Now he's got Argyle behind him. And Box Elder has moved it all the way around. McKee fakes the jumper from the baseline and then gets around Argyle for 2.
Jackson McKee for 2.
Box Elder with the early lead, 2-0 off the McKee basket. As Abai gives it off to Anderson. Anderson gets in the lane, loses the basketball. Turnover Logan. Quickly the other way, and Abai knocks it down and takes it back. Thank you very much, he says. And finds Anderson. Anderson quickly picked up underneath Argyle. Put it up, miss it. Kennington fighting for the rebound, and Kersey comes up with it. Kersey in the corner with Abai in his pocket. Kersey takes him all the way down into the lane. An offensive foul on Kersey. That's 2 turnovers in the early going for the Bees. His first, and it's the first foul of the ball game. 6:18 to play in the first quarter. Box Elder leads 2-0. Anderson handles. Argyle. Now Kennington. Ball's knocked away from Child. He gets it back, down the lane, score it. A broken play on the possession, and Child thriving in the chaos. We're tied at 2 with 5:45 to play in the first quarter. Kersey to the rim. Child may have got a finger on that. McKee for 3, rims around and out. Anderson wins the battle for the board. Anderson tries to drive left side, has it knocked away and out of bounds, and it stays at this end.
Number 23, Cooper Stevenson.
Stevenson in the ball game, number 23, as Kersey takes a seat. Anderson takes the handoff from Argyle. 5:20 to play. In a tied first quarter, not a lot of scoring. We talked about, hey, these teams both score. Well, it's 2-2. And we've played almost 3 minutes. Which one of these teams is going to heat up first? Argyle, long 3, rims around and out. Kennington's fighting McKee for the rebound. McKee wins that one. Back to McKee, straight away, doesn't shoot it. Gives it off instead to Stevenson. 3 on the way for Box Elder. No good, rebound fought for, picked up by Mortensen, and he scores it. Seaver missed the 3, and Mortensen put it back in. 4-2 Box Elder. 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Child holds up top. He vacates, and Anderson takes it from Argyle. Nice dish by Anderson down to Child. Child misses, gets it back, gives to Argyle. Argyle puts it on the ground, travels. Let's see if he was fouled first. Box Elder says travel. The official said, nah, he was bumped, and he was bumped by McKee.
Foul on Jackson McKee, his first personal.
His first. 2 team fouls now on Box Elder, and Argyle goes to the free throw line. Argyle sinks the first. As the students are packing themselves in here right below us for Logan. Their student section's pretty raucous. Let's see if they give him something to cheer about tonight. Argyle with 2 points as he hits both free throws. We're tied at 4 as we approach the halfway point of the first quarter. Watkins from the left side.
Basket by Christian Watkins.
So Watkins on the board. And Box Elder back in front, 6-4. 4 minutes to play in the first. Child, Anderson. Anderson back to Argyle. Nowhere to go, now he finds Child. McKee comes over, gets a piece of that one, then takes it away. McKee with the block. Here comes Box Elder. Step back 3 on the way and good by Stevenson.
3-point basket by Cooper Stevenson.
9-4. Box Elder. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. As somebody finally hits a jump shot. Argyle with a little push shot as he spins to his left. Comes out, rebounded by Box Elder. And the Bees looking to expand on their lead, and they do. As Seaver hits the shot, wonder if Coach Argyle will take a timeout. He does. As it's an 11-4 ball game. Box Elder out front. I need to remind you about Mondays at the Factory Pizzeria. Every day is a great day at the Factory because every day has the great food, the pizzas, the appetizers, the ambience. Yeah. All of that great at the Factory Pizzeria. If you want to take it home with you, they're open late. And on Mondays, you can buy any large pizza and get the second one half off. Yeah, feed the whole family for a little bit less. And aren't we all looking for something that costs a little bit less these days? That's the Factory Pizzeria. Custom Fence Company has been a sponsor of the Valley Channel Game of the Week for a while. And if you have a fence project coming up, when all this snow starts to melt, or maybe even you want to start it before then, I don't know. Custom Fence will tell you if you can or not. They're the experts. Call Custom Fence, a Game of the Week sponsor. Back to the action with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Logan finds themselves down 11-4 and having a hard time scoring the basketball. Here's a rebound put back that won't go by Argyle. Logan just can't find the range. Meanwhile, Box Elder started to dial it in. Down low. Looked like a hold by Logan, and it was. Isaacson was held.
Foul on Justin Anderson.
And they're going to call it on Anderson. His first, and it's the first Logan foul. And it comes with 2:40 to play in the first quarter. 11-4 Box Elder. It was a 4-4 ball game. Box Elder on a 7-0 run. McKee looking down low for Mortensen. Turns and puts it in. He has 4. And it's a 9-point lead now for Box Elder. As they can't miss all of a sudden. Abai loses control, tries to throw it back inbounds. It hits one of those cables anchoring the backboard to the wall, and it's out of bounds. A turnover for the Grizzlies. Knotted up at 2 turnovers apiece. Box Elder looking to expand and go into double digits with their lead. Kersey gets it back, doesn't shoot it, instead gives it to Stevenson. Stevenson to Mortensen, back to Kersey. Looking down low to McKee. McKee looking for some space. Can't find it as Child holds his ground. Here comes Anderson. Anderson splits two defenders and is swatted out of bounds by Mortensen. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. 13-4 Logan. Pardon me, Box Elder. Logan trailing. Here's Tuft into the ball game for the first time. Argyle goes baseline. Nowhere to go. Tuft in the corner. .12 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson, has it poked away, has to go get it. Poked away again, and a foul called now on Mortensen. Oh, maybe they'll call it on the big. Yeah, they're going to call it on the big, Isaacson. Third team foul on Box Elder. 1:25 to play, and that sends the shot clock back to 35 seconds. Logan trailing by 9, 13-4. McKee takes a seat, see if Logan can take advantage while he's on the bench, although it's been balanced scoring for Box Elder. A bunch of guys with a bucket. 18 on the shot clock. Down low, Tough. He's under the basket, puts it up, but he's fouled. They're going to give him free throws. They are.
Foul on Cooper Stevenson. His first
Stevenson picks up his first. That's the fourth team foul.
Carson Tuft shooting for the Grizzlies.
So Tuft comes off the bench. Will go to the free throw line and a chance to break the drought for the Grizzlies, and he does with a free throw. First point since the Argyle free throw that came about nearly 3 minutes ago. (13-6), Logan pulls back to within 7. There's a minute left here in this first quarter. Kersey just about had it taken away by Anderson. Now he steps back and picks up his dribble. Here's Kersey. Drives around Child. Euro step. And Argyle comes up with a rebound off the miss. Argyle to Abai. Abai has it swatted out of there. He got too far underneath.
Out of bounds, Grizzly basketball.
Just didn't quite have his steps. He got it a little bit late. And instead of just taking those 2 steps in and laying it in, he took a dribble. And that got him a little bit too far underneath the basket. So he tried to come up and under, and that gave the defense time to get there and swat it away. Will Parkinson, the 6'5 junior, into the ball game. 35 seconds on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Child puts it up and in. Well, Jordan Child now with 4. And the Grizzlies are within 5 at 13-8. Shot clock's off, 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Stevenson to Mortensen. As they play catch out front, Kersey comes through, and they go to Mortensen at the free throw line. The jumper off the back of the iron. Logan will get a chance. 2 seconds. Child fires away, and it's no good. 13-8. Box Elder leads Logan at the end of one quarter. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Are you looking to have something logoed, maybe for your business or maybe something just personally you want to get done? Well, I've got the place for you. It's the Logo Shop. Yeah, the tagline for them when we talk about them is we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff, and they aren't kidding. They'll logo backpacks, shirts, mugs, frisbees, the thumb drives, the phone cases, the blankets, you name it. They logo it. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM Music is a full-service music store. They have great open mic jams for customers in stores. They have lessons for guitars, bass, drums, ukulele, piano, band and orchestra rentals, service and repair. They do just a little bit of everything. KSM Music. Music is all we do. Well, it was 4-4 in the early going. Box Elder went on a 9-0 run, and then Logan with a little mini run of their own is 4-0 to pull back to within 5 points. It's 13-8 as we start this second quarter, and now the official blows everything dead. The shot clock didn't start. There should be 32 seconds on that shot clock. The game clock started and the shot clock didn't. I asked Coach Argyle about the shot clock, asked his thoughts about it. And he said that, it really hasn't made that much of a difference. We haven't really noticed it. I've thought the same thing as we've called these games. I can remember 2 shot clock violations, and we've done, this is game number 6. It changes things at the end of quarters, and the end of the half, maybe the end of the game. Teams can't just get the ball with 2 minutes and hold it, as Child knocks this one away from Mortensen on the pass intended for Mortensen. But other than that, the way the game has changed, it's played faster, I believe, even at the high school level than in years past, and so it really hasn't been that drastic a change. Ball knocked away, taken away by Argyle. There's a turnover for Box Elder, their third. And a travel for Anderson. He turned around, he takes the pass and turns, and Kersey was right there. He had to stop, and the official saying that he shuffled his feet. Coach Argyle is pleading his case, and the official shakes his head and says, nah. So both teams now with 3 turnovers, and the Grizzlies can't take advantage of the Box Elder giveaway. Looking low to McKee. He's got Argyle on his hip, but Jordan Child comes over on the ball side and takes it away, and now another whistle. What's going on? They got shot clocks messed up again because Logan just barely got it back and came across the timeline, and it was down to 17. There's no way that 18 seconds had already come off that clock. So they're going to bump that back up to 30 seconds. 7:01 on the game clock. Anderson triggers in. Tufts gives it back to him. Mortensen's really hounding Anderson. Averages 18 a game. He has not scored in this one. They come over with 2 on him when he gets the ball. Tries to throw this one out to the corner, and it's taken away by Kersey. Kersey lobs it for McKee. McKee in traffic, back out. Kersey has it for a 3. Good. Elijah Kersey making the Grizzlies pay after the turnover. Here's McKee knocking one away. And he says it's off of Argyle. Guys in stripes say not quite. And Anderson's going to get a rest, and Kennington will come back in. Box Elder is not letting Anderson get to his spots, not letting him really do anything. Somebody else for the Grizzlies is going to have to step forward, because as soon as Anderson's getting the ball, he's got his man up on him, and then somebody else is coming over. And at least when he first has the ball, they're running 2 at him, making him pick up that dribble, not giving him anywhere to go. So the Grizzlies are going to have to find the key to unlock that defense, as Argyle is fouled by Kersey. Kersey picks up his 2nd foul, and Argyle hits his 3rd free throw of the night, number 4 on the way. No free throws yet for Box Elder. This is Logan's 6th. And Argyle misses it. It's a 7-point ball game, 16-9. Box Elder with the lead with 6:10 to play in the first half. Stevenson, nowhere to go. He gets it back, fakes the 3, and then Tuft takes it away. Tuft all the way to the rim, waits, scores. 5 turnovers now for Box Elder, and here's another one. Child from the left side. Jordan Child with 6, and that's 6 turnovers for Box Elder as the pressure giving him a little bit of trouble. It's a 3-point ball game. Argyle goes for the steal, can't come up with it. Nice job by McKee with the touch pass.
but Watkins misses inside. The Grizzlies with the rebound. A chance to tie it or pull within one after being down by as many as 9. Child to Kennington. Kennington, nowhere to go, just about throws it away as McKee takes it away briefly from Child and then dribbles it on the sideline and out of bounds. The Grizzlies will reset. 5:11 to play in the first half, 17 seconds on the shot clock, 16-13. Box Elder with the lead over Logan. That's Argyle. Parkinson in the game down at the low block. That's Parkinson that has it go through his hands. 5 turnovers now for the Grizz. Back to Mortensen. He runs right over Parkinson, and it's a charge. Mortensen with his first. That's a 16 foul, and now 7 turnovers for Box Elder. Parkinson played quite a bit in that JV game, so he should be plenty loose. 4:45 now to play in the half. Tuft as Mortensen tries to knock it away from him. Looking for somebody. Child comes halfway to meet him. Child trying to turn the corner, picks up his dribble. Child gets it back. Baseline move, puts it up and in. Jordan Child is forcing Box Elder to take a timeout as the Grizzlies have nearly come all the way back from a 9-point deficit. It's 16-15 Box Elder with 4:25 to play in this first half, and they're doing it with their leading scorer, Justin Anderson, sitting on the bench. Hey, there's a lot of great eating establishments here in Cache Valley. It's one of my favorite things about Cache Valley, and there's a lot of things to like about this place. But the Old Grist Mill, yeah, they are an old staple here in Cache Valley. They will build you a custom sack lunch with a homemade sandwich, drink, and a treat on the go, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going. Make sure that you make Old Grist Mill one of your stops for lunch. Hey, or even get a sandwich for, on your way home from work, and then eat dinner too. Why not, right? Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. So this pressure that Logan slapped on the Bees a couple of minutes ago has paid some dividends as the Bees have turned it over a few times. Here's a kick. Box Elder's turned it over 5 times here in this second quarter. Logan's given it away 3 times themselves, but they're +2 in that turnover ratio right now. And they trail by a point, 16-15, and here's another turnover on the cross-court pass. Parkinson's come off the bench to give Logan a little bit of a lift. Hand off to Child. Child looks back to Kennington, puts it up, misses. Parkinson fighting for it, he can't come up with it. Quickly the other way come the Bees. Seaver and Mortensen playing catch with it. Mortensen inside to Seaver. He spins, leaves it off to Watkins. Watkins is shut off. Good job by the Grizzly defense getting there to help, as the Grizzly defense has really come to life here in the last few minutes. 9 turnovers now for Box Elder, as Logan playing with a whole bunch of energy right now. The Grizzlies can take the lead. Parkinson, Kennington. Kennington back out to Child. Child spins into traffic, finds Parkinson, and here's Tuft with it. Tuft back to Parkinson. Kennington, touch pass to Argyle. 5 on the shot clock, knocked out of bounds by Watkins. 6 fouls for Box Elder, only 1 on Logan in this first half. There's 3 minutes to play in the first half. So Logan will be at the free throw line the rest of the half on any foul. A bye comes in, and Anderson's back into the ball game. Anderson weaving his way through, he has it. Has to fire it up with 2 on the shot clock. Argyle's there for the rebound. Put it up and in, and the Grizzlies have the lead. Argyle with his first bucket of the game, 17-16 Logan. 2:45 to play. Here's another turnover. Right off the foot of Stevenson. It kind of slipped through his hands off the top of his foot and slid right to one of the Grizzlies. Tough. Abai in amongst the tall timbers, and he gives it away. He had the shot early, and he passed it up. McKee leaves it off for Watkins and one.
Foul on Jalen Argyle. His first personal.
Argyle with his first, only the second team foul.
The Bees, number 35, Maxwell Isaacson.
Seaver sits down, and Isaacson comes back in. And Watkins with the first free throw of the night. Coming up for Box Elder, it comes with 2:22 to play in the first half, and Watkins misses. McKee gets the rebound, tips it back to Isaacson. Isaacson puts it on the floor, and he's going to go to the line. 18-17, Box Elder with the lead and a chance to extend it here at the line. Child's going to pick up his first foul.
Maxwell Isaacson shooting for the Bees.
Isaacson makes it a 2-point lead. One more coming for the 6'7" junior. Isaacson hits them both. .210 to play in this first half, a 3-point lead for Box Elder. They've led by as many as 9. Logan's only lead was 1 point. Anderson averages 18 a game, one of the top scorers in 4A. He has not scored in this first half. Child had to work, but he's doing some scoring. It's 20-19. It's Child has 10. Box Elder with the lead. 1:45 to play in this first half. Isaacson. Back out to Stevenson. McKee's looking for it. Isaacson can't find him. The cut by Watkins. Nice look by Isaacson and a nice bucket by Watkins. He has 6. And it's back to a 3-point Box Elder lead. Abai waits for Tough to run through. They clear out. Tough underneath the basket, and he traveled. There's been a lot of times tonight that the Logan guards they've broken the paint, and then they get in there and it's like they're not sure what to do. As the Box Elder Bees would collapse in on them, and they're just not being decisive once they get into the paint. So we'll see if they fix that at the half. Tough knocks it away. Still free. Who's it off of? Stays here. Logan looked like they had it. Watkins stuck his nose in there, screwed everything up for the Grizzlies, and the ball stays here. The possession arrow favors the Grizzlies if we get into a jump ball situation, but we're looking at 55 seconds to play in this first half, 15 on the shot clock. Box Elder by 3, 22-19 in a low-scoring first half. These two teams both, Logan averaging 66 and Box Elder averaging 60, and there's a shot clock violation. That's a turnover. That's number 11. What did I say earlier about we've only seen a couple of those all year? Well, there's number 3. And Coach McKee, Jace McKee, 11 years at Box Elder, is having a chat with the official at the other end, and now they break it up and throw the ball in. Grizzlies shot clock and game clock are almost identical, and Logan with a chance to pull it within 2 or maybe even tie it going into the half. They go into Argyle. Argyle underneath to Child. Child put it up too hard. Fights for his own rebound. There's that jump ball situation we talked about, and it stays here. 17.4 on the clock. Abai will trigger in standing on the A of Logan on the baseline. Tough gets it out to Anderson. Anderson clears everybody out. 10 seconds. Uses the screen. Argyle fires the 3 too hard. Plenty of time for Box Elder, and out front is Mortensen as he leaks out, and he gives Box Elder a 5-point lead as they head to the half. 24-19, Box Elder. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Because they have beautiful selections of fresh flowers. They're family owned and been in business for a long time, and they make you feel like part of the family.
Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
At Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, we believe in a very thorough hearing test. Do you hear ringing noises? Does any member of your family have hearing loss? Do you have frequent or severe headaches? Any numbness in your face or fingertips? Do loud sounds hurt your ears? Were you in the military? Have you ever had your hearing tested before?
No, I have not.
Say the word mousetrap. Say the word baseball. Say the word airplane. Say the word cowboy. It also told us if you had a hope I was able to make the words and you were still able to.
What are all the rest of the...
Okay.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Your password is password, and everything you own is gray, Mike.
I thought you liked Basic, Mike.
That was before I had Wendy's Made to Crave chicken sandwiches. Now I know I can do better than Basic.
Upgrade from Basic with 3 new sandwiches on Wendy's Made to Crave menu. The barbecue chicken sandwich, avocado BLT chicken sandwich, and the sauce and bacon chicken sandwich. At Wendy's, we got you.
I need to take a long drive at exactly the speed limit.
Water is always described as being tranquil. Then you dive in and you're just moving through it and you're ripping through it, and it's not tranquil at all. All I want to do in my life is to be a United States Navy fighter pilot. I can just see myself whizzing through the air, fly high and fly fast. That's what I want to do.
She really feels the call to serve our country, and she is going to do it regardless of what that requires of her.
Nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me that I can't do something.
Becoming a fighter pilot is something people might not expect a woman to do, but she does it anyway, and she doesn't care.
I feel like I gotta stick it to him. I gotta prove him wrong.
That really makes her a role model for other girls.
That's another stereotype broken by Wells Johnston.
Wells is the person that has the most grit, the most determination, the one that won't give up, that is very relentless.
It's like Teddy Roosevelt said, nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. Everything that I do with school and with sport, it's all been working towards this one thing. It's how I can use my gifts and talents to serve the world. I know that this is God's path for me. The sky is kind of like water, where it's tranquil and peaceful. And then up in a plane, you're tearing through the sky. I can just picture myself flying. I can see that so vividly.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings. Our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit. Good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. We're back at the Grizzly Den at the Rec Center on the campus of Logan High School. Eric Olson along with you as we get ready to start the second half. And the Grizzlies trail Box Elder 24-19. Box Elder led by as many as 9 in that first half. The Grizzlies came back. They ended up taking the lead a couple of times, but Box Elder went on a little bit of a run there toward the end, and then they got a bucket right at the end on a leak out on a miss by Logan, and Box Elder pushed it ahead and got a layup right before the buzzer to make it a 24-19 ball game. And Box Elder holding on to that lead. 10 points for Jordan Child to lead Logan. Cole Mortensen leads Box Elder with 9. So the good news if you're Logan is, you're within 5, and Justin Anderson hasn't scored a point. He averages 18 a game. The bad news is Jackson McKee averages 13, almost 14 points a game, and he's only scored 2. And Elijah Kersey averages 14 for Box Elder, and he's only scored 0. So we'll see if any of those star players get on track. In the meantime, it's the other guys' show as the stars have been quote-unquote stars have been canceling each other out in this one. Both teams really concentrating their defense on those big scores. So Box Elder with a chance to push that lead out to 7 or 8 as they get the ball to start this second half. Box Elder with 11 turnovers in that first half, yet still leading by 5. Watkins had a pretty good first half. Finds Seaver, who gets into the paint. Little teardrop goes. Gabriel Seaver now with 4 points. And it's a 7-point ball game. Box Elder building that lead back up after Logan had chipped it down. Abai cannot find Anderson. They're doing a great job, Mortensen specifically. Here's Argyle working on McKee. McKee doesn't go for any of the fakes, and Argyle has to flip one up that misses badly. And Box Elder quickly the other way. Kersey misses. Rebounded Anderson. See if Anderson runs to the bucket to get something going. He does. Put it up and in. Anderson with his first bucket of the night. He makes it 26-21 with the lay-in. As he went right down the lane, he took the rebound and went coast to coast. Mortensen to McKee. Argyle checks him, gets around him, leaves it back for Seaver, and it goes out of bounds. 12th turnover for Box Elder. The Grizzlies have 7. 6.5 to play in the third quarter, 26-21, Box Elder. The Grizzlies looking to cut into that lead. Child. Out to Argyle. Argyle calls Abai to come to him, and Abai hands it to Kennington. Anderson, 3 with Mortensen in his face off the front of the iron. Mortensen's done a great job on Anderson. Mortensen, he's listed at 5'6". He's not 5'6". Anderson's listed at 5'10", and he's every bit as tall as he is. Here's McKee coming in from the left side. Gets the bounce pass across the paint, puts it in, and he'll go to the line. Big mistake by the Grizz as too many people came to help, and Anderson gets the foul. That's his second. McKee now with 4. Coach Argyle talked to me about that today. He said, on defense, sometimes we come and we overhelp. Somebody will get into the paint, and 3 guys will come running over and leave somebody wide open for a shot. He said, we've got to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do on their rotations, and that time that's exactly what happened. 29-21, an 8-point advantage for Box Elder. 5:45 to play in the third quarter. Argyle to Kennington. Working this left side. Anderson looks down low. Instead goes to Child up top. He hands off to Argyle. Anderson cuts through, and Abai gets the handoff. Child. As they both back off him, he steps back and shoots. He misses, and McKee's there for the board. McKee hasn't scored much tonight, but just watching him, he knows what he's doing out there. Good ball player. As he comes high post, and they look for him. They can't find him. 3 on the way. McKee chases it. Abai's there, but McKee knocks it out of bounds. Stevenson misses the 3. Logan has not hit a three-pointer tonight. Tuft and Parkinson come in for Abai and Kennington. Logan with no three-pointers on the evening. Box Elder with only 2. (29-21). Box Elder with the lead. Parkinson, jumper, good. Parkinson came in and gave the Grizzlies a little bit of a lift there in the second quarter, mostly with defense. And there's Child knocking that one away. That one on its way out of bounds, and it stays here as Parkinson hustled all the way over from the other side to try to save it back in. 4:35 to play in the third quarter. 23 on the shot clock as Mortensen will trigger in. Goes to Watkins. Watkins in trouble. Good job by Box Elder to rotate it around. Kersey still can't find the range. He's having a tough shooting night. He's missed 2 here in this third quarter. Has not scored. He averages 14 a game. Tuft. Child steps through, puts it up and in. Child with a dozen. And it's a 4-point ball game. 4:05 to play in the third. 29-25, Box Elder. Stevenson thought about the 3. Instead, Box Elder keeps working it around. High post, they go to McKee, who steps through, loses control, and Argyle is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his second. Nobody in foul trouble for Logan. There's 2 on Anderson, 2 on Argyle. Kersey has 2 for Box Elder, and a couple players have 1. McKee free throw, good. McKee now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 6 points, 1 more, with 3:50 on the third quarter clock. McKee's 2 free throws make it 31-25, Box Elder. Tuft looking for some help. Finds it in Argyle. Hands off to Anderson. Anderson has just not been able to get free from Mortensen. Argyle looking at a 3. Likes what he sees. Argyle with 6. And it's a 3-point ball game. 31-28, Box Elder. Here comes that pressure that really helped out the Grizzlies in that first half. McKee, high post, runs right around Parkinson from the left side and puts it up and in. That's twice he's dribbled right around the defender. 9 points all of a sudden for McKee. Ill-advised pass by Argyle, and he turns it over. As he tries to go down inside to Tuft, he waited just a half a beat too long, and there's McKee again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in the quarter, 11 for the game for McKee. And all of a sudden, it's a 35-28 ball game. And here's a foul on Watkins, going for the steal.
Foul on Christian Watkins, his first personal.
His first, and that's the first team foul on Box Elder. Logan with only 2. Seaver comes in, and Watkins will sit. Anderson just cannot get himself free of Mortensen, who's done a great job on him tonight. Here's a foul on the entry pass. They going to call it on McKee? They are. That's his second.
Correction, foul on number 31, Jackson McKee. His second personal, second team foul.
2 screens for Anderson. And Mortensen fights his way through both. Here's the bounce pass to Tough. Tough, nice look by Anderson. Tough slices to the basket and cuts the Box Elder lead to 5, 35-30. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Justin Anderson with only 2 points. Averages 18. We've mentioned it 2 or 3 times. Seaver all the way in. Misses. McKee's there for the rebound. Up the other side. Has it blocked. Try it again. Puts it in.
McKee for 2.
11 for McKee in the quarter. 13 for the game. You know, Logan's offense is predicated on sharing the ball, moving it around. Here's Argyle for another 3. This one no good. But I've kind of wondered if, you know, maybe they try to get something to Anderson where he's going at Mortensen and making Mortensen play backwards. Maybe get him in a little bit of foul trouble. See if he can get him into foul trouble.
Entering the game for the Logan Grizzlies, number 21, Crew Kennington.
But that's not their offense. So you don't want to come out of your offense just to get a guy going. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Kennington comes in for Argyle. Court Larson comes in, and Anderson's going to sit. And he looks like he might be a little bit frustrated. Box Elder's done a great job on him, specifically Mortensen, Cole Mortensen. Here's McKee again. He's blocked, but he'll go to the line. Mortensen's 6 feet tall. On the roster that I had earlier, I said he was 5'6". Parkinson picks up his first. Team foul number 4 as McKee has 11 points this quarter. He's going for a couple more. So we wondered which one of those main players was going to get going in this second half. Unfortunately for Logan, it's Jackson McKee and not Justin Anderson. McKee misses the first free throw. That's his first miss from the line. He hits the second.
Checking in for the Bees, number 35, Maxwell Isaacson. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
14 for McKee in the court in the game and 12 in this quarter. Reed Olson in the ball game as Coach Argyle going deep to his bench in the last 1:12 of this third quarter. Kennington started this game, but he's not a usual starter. There is not one starter on the floor for the Grizzlies. Tuft didn't start tonight. He is a usual starter. He came off the bench. He's been fighting some illness. Court Larson hands it back to Tuft. He really faked his guy out, but then he couldn't get his feet right for the three-point try. Kennington back out front to Tuft. Tuft 3. Won't go. Rebound fought for, and Seaver comes up with it. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Kersey's all alone in the corner. Step inside the 3. Miss again. Nobody there but Box Elder Bees for the rebound. Stevenson. Rebounded by Larson. Gets it ahead to Tuft. 20 seconds, no shot clock. Larson comes through. 2 guys there. Larson puts it up. Won't go. Reed Olson underneath. Tuft's got time. Steps in. No whistles. Lot of contact. Not a whistle. This game hasn't had a lot of whistles. And it's 38-30. Box Elders, we head to the fourth quarter.
Jackson Kids. Jackson is the contestant for tonight's third quarter shootout. Jackson will have 20 seconds to make a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer.
Hey, it's the January clearance sale going on right now at Palmer's. They need to make room for all the new furniture that's arriving every day. Yep, new furniture every dang day. They order furniture made right here in America, so their warehouse is fully stocked. They don't worry about supply problems or anything like that. The January clearance sale at Palmer's Home Furnishing. Palmer's, a Game of the Week sponsor. Hey, how do you Who Hot? Who Hot's just up the road here at 660 South Main. Do you like lots of meat? Are you a vegetarian? Maybe you're gluten-free or on a low-carb diet. Either way, it doesn't matter. They have choices for everything. You decide how to Who Hot. Who Hot, sponsoring the Game of the Week. Have I mentioned the Italian mozzarella chicken that's over at Wendy's? Yeah. It has so much ooey gooey stretchy mozzarella. Pizza's kind of shooting at the side eye. The only thing you can stretch more than the cheese is the 2 times points you earn when you get the sandwich or the combo. Yeah, you can get those points over there at Wendy's. Get yourself some free food. It's Wendy's of Logan. Been a long time Game of the Week sponsor, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. We start the fourth quarter, and the Grizzlies in a little bit of trouble, down 38-30. Coach pulled his starters toward the end of that quarter. He's got Anderson back in a bye. Going to run with Kennington and Parkinson and Larson. And Anderson gets another layup. 38-32. And again, a clock problem. And the clock also ran for 1, maybe 2 seconds, ran off the clock after they blew the whistle. I think they wanted it 33. The shot clock. We had a score out of Skyview. They're playing Bonneville tonight. And the latest score there, Skyview leading Bonneville 34-23 at the half. These two teams right here, Box Elder and Logan, played last year. Box Elder beat Logan 72-63. McKee 17 in that one. Had 4 blocked shots and 11 rebounds as well. Logan plays at Mountain Crest next, and I've noticed Coach Chandler Smith from Mountain Crest, he's sitting right down below us here in the stands. There's a charge as Watkins runs over Anderson. Second personal for Watkins, 3rd team foul, 4 on the Grizzlies, 3 on Box Elder. 38-32 Box Elder, 7:29 to play. Build this game as one that could be a fun offensive game as the Grizzlies average 66 and Box Elder averages 60. Yeah, we're going to be lucky if either of these teams get to 50. Anderson popping, missing, rebound, Mortensen. That's 2 possessions, though. Anderson's been able to get himself free for a look. Watkins back out to Stevenson. Stevenson's a shooter. He's hit a 3-pointer in this game, but that's it for Stevenson. They've limited his opportunities. Down to Watkins they go. McKee back to Watkins. See, everybody over helping. 3 Grizzlies went over to help on McKee. 17 feet from the basket, and they just left Watkins all alone. It was easy for McKee to just look and say, oh yeah, I'll give it back to my teammate here.
Christian Watkins shooting for the Bees. Entering the game for the Grizzlies, number 11, Jordan Child.
Kennington with the foul, I believe. Let's see. Argyle back in, and Child as well. As Coach Argyle going back to his starters. Watkins misses, knocked out of bounds by Kersey. Kersey has not scored in this game. He averages 14 points per game. 7 of 8 from the free throw line for Box Elder. The Grizzlies are 5 out of 6. The Grizzlies have not shot a free throw here in this second half. It was the opposite in the first half, and here comes a free throw as Kennington gets the and one. That's on Watkins. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 5. Yeah, in the first half, the Grizzlies shot 6 free throws, and Box Elder only shot 2. Kennington misses, rebounded by Child. Child with McKee on his hip decides to kick it back outside. Here's Anderson. 40-34, a 6-point ball game. Box Elder with the lead. Working off a couple of screens was Anderson. He looks underneath and finds Child. Abai. Hop, step, shoot, miss. Child, reach up, miss it. Abai gets the rebound. Anderson fakes the 3, gets it down into Kennington, takes the bump, puts it in. So Kennington with back-to-back buckets. And it's a 4-point ball game, 40-36 with 6 minutes to play. And the crowd starting to warm up here in the Grizzly den. The Grizzly bench up off their feet. That's 23 seconds. That's a violation. The ball was not across the timeline. If it hits 24, you get 10 seconds, man, and the shot clock says 23. Now's not the time to talk about the shot clock's not. And Coach Argyle's saying that. And instead of calling the violation, they're going to go and fix the shot clock. Now, we've had some issues with the shot clock. That clock hits 24 and you don't have it across center court. That's a violation and a turnover. Only one turnover in the third quarter for Box Elder, so they fixed that problem, at least for a quarter. They had 11 in the first half. And, it really helps to play when you can keep a hold of the ball. Logan with a couple of turnovers in that quarter. They have 9. Now they're explaining it to Coach Argyle. He wants to know, he says, hey, the shot clock says 23. How can you call anything else? And you can tell he does not like the explanation. I don't know if we can see him, if we're getting a look at that, but. So, Box Elder keeps it. I honestly don't understand how they can keep it and have 23 seconds on the shot clock. They inbound it right there at center court. So Mortensen done a masterful job defensively tonight on Anderson. Kersey has had his trouble shooting tonight. Mortensen gets in the middle, loses it. Now a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Grizzlies basketball.
So the Grizzlies didn't get the backcourt time violation, but they force a shot clock turnover. With some good defense. That's 13 turnovers for Box Elder, yet they still lead by 4. Anderson looks, he's got Kennington cutting through. Kennington turns the corner. Mortensen comes to help, and Kennington has to give it up to Abai. Kennington has it knocked away, but Child is Jordan on the spot, picks it up. Kennington to Argyle. Argyle, free throw line, looking for some help. Kennington, Abai. 1 second on the shot clock. Abai's jumper is short, so 3 shot clock violations in this ball game, more than I've seen all season. It's the last thing that Coach Argyle and I talked about today, and it was all about how, it's no big deal. It never happens. So some pretty good defense by these two teams. Child knocks it down, and Logan takes it away. Another turnover for Box Elder. Argyle driving in on Seaver. Argyle hands it off to Anderson. Anderson's coming through, and he's too close. And a jump ball, Logan gets it. Wow.
Jump ball, Grizzly basketball.
I think Jordan Child may have gotten away with one there. Both he and Anderson were reaching in to dig that one out of there, and they call a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Grizz. It'll switch over to Box Elder now. 4:28 to play in the ball game. It's a 4-point ball game. Box Elder leading 40-36. Anderson can't get it to drop, but he'll go to the free throw line. They've taken advantage of some switches, and Seaver's had to slide up over onto him. Seaver with his first personal. And Anderson will go to the line for the first time tonight. Anderson with 5 points. Did not score in the first half. If you're just joining us, Box Elder's done a great job on him defensively. Cole Mortensen has been the primary defender, and he's really given Anderson fits. And what are we doing now? Are we having another clock issue? I was going to say, he's at the line shooting free throws. The shot clock said 29. Now they change it. Should be reset, and they did. They've had to make some changes multiple times to had some clock issues here tonight. Anderson's free throw. Good, he has 6, and he pulls the Grizzlies to within 2, 40-38. Every time they've made a run to get back into the game, speaking of the Grizzlies, the Bees have come back to push the lead back out. But after the 4th turnover of the quarter for Box Elder, the Grizzlies now have a chance to tie or take the lead. Anderson, the lead! And they're losing their minds in the den. Anderson has 7 in the quarter, 9 in the ball game. And it's 41-40 Logan. Yeah, it gets loud when the games get exciting. And if you're around a lot of loud stuff all the time, sometimes you might worry a little bit about your hearing. Well, Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology may be a place you ought to pay a visit. Dr. Paul Daines is a board-certified audiologist. We talk about it all the time, how choosing a hearing pro is a huge decision. Hearing aids aren't prescribed like glasses. Proper hearing aid recommendation and fitting depends on the professional taking care of you. And Dr. Paul Daines, the Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, is just the professional to do that. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, a Game of the Week sponsor. Anderson Seed and Garden is also a sponsor. It seems pretty early to be thinking about spring, but you know what? It's never too early to look forward to all those new plants, and we hope it keeps going like it is so they all have some water to drink this next year. Go visit the Facebook page for Anderson Seed and Garden. They've got their seed and planting guide. They've got deer control ideas on there. That's Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, the second quarter was a disaster for the Bees as far as ball security goes. They had 9 turnovers in the second quarter. Halfway through this fourth quarter, they've got 4 turnovers, and the Grizzlies are back into the ball game. In fact, they're on top, and here's Jordan Child taken away from Percy, and they call the jump ball. And Box Elder will keep possession, but now the possession arrow after the inbounds play will go back to Box Elder. And again, we're at the scorers table having a discussion. So McKee is going to inbounds. Box Elder with only 2 points in this quarter. They've been outscored 11-2. McKee out to Kersey, 3, got it. Kersey hasn't hit a bucket all game, and he calmly puts that one to bed. And Box Elder back out in front, 43-41 with 3:20 to play in the ball game. Abai hands it off to Anderson. Anderson coming alive here in this fourth quarter. Argyle, 1-foot runner. Argyle with 8 points. And it's tied at 43. The Grizzlies bring the pressure. McKee in the middle as they break midcourt. McKee, this is the guy that needs to be handling for Box Elder. Everybody around him, they leave the shooter open, and Stevenson makes him pay. Stevenson with 6, his first bucket since the first quarter. And Kersey fouls Abai. Both coaching staffs jumping up and down. Jace McKee can't believe it. Mitch Argyle couldn't believe that the whistle didn't come. And then Argyle was happy afterwards. Here's the bounce under to Child. Stevenson with the good recovery. Knocks it away, and the Grizzlies have to start over. Child comes over to set the screen. Anderson Doubled. Back to Child. He found the right guy on the pick and roll. Child calls timeout. Rolls over and calls timeout. And the Grizzlies will have it with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. They trail 46-43 after a pair of three-pointers by Box Elder after nobody could hit a three-pointer in the whole game. Aspen Dental is one of our sponsors. They've got a pretty lofty goal for a dental practice. Yeah, their goal is for you to feel completely comfortable in their office. You come into Aspen Dental, find out what personalized dentistry means. They've got TVs, water bottles, blankets, and pillows. Everything to help you feel at home and relaxed. Something not many people can do. Speaking of dentists, I guess. But Aspen Dental seems to do the job because the patients keep on coming back to Aspen Dental. Rich's Cars and Credits, another one of our Game of the Week sponsors. If you're planning on doing some car shopping, do you ever get the dark clothes on, the flashlight, the wig, the gloves, all that stuff because you want to go at night and just kind of look around and you don't want a salesman to see you and come out and hassle you? Well, you don't need that stuff at Rich's. You can come at any time. Nobody's going to hassle you. Their goal for you is stress-free shopping. That's their mission. And that's what they do. Go visit them. Rich's Cars and Credit, a Game of the Week sponsor. (13-8) advantage for Logan in this fourth quarter, but they trail 46-43. Anderson getting on track here in this fourth quarter. He's got 7. Argyle has trouble with it. He saves it back in. 2 on the shot clock. Child hits at the buzzer. He just chucked it up there, and it went in. 46-45, under 2 minutes to play. Box Elder with the lead. Child with 14. Kersey puts it up, misses. Rebounded by Logan, and a rebound foul on McKee. Third for McKee, 1:41 on the clock. 6th foul for Box Elder. The Grizzlies with 5. If Box Elder fouls again, then Logan will be at the line no matter what. Here's Anderson. Out front, Argyle, 3. Too hard, rebound. Watkins tracks it down. Box Elder hangs on to that 1-point lead with 1:24 on the clock. Mortensen against Abai. Out front to Stevenson. 2 3-pointers in this fourth quarter for Box Elder have helped them get the lead back when they lost it. And a foul on Abai. That's number 6 team foul-wise, and the first on Sid Abai.
6th team foul. Box Elder basketball.
The possession arrow favors Logan. Box Elder gets a new shot clock with 1:03. Mortensen. Under a minute. 25 on the shot clock. McKee, that's the guy you want to go to if you're Box Elder. 3 players around him. He tries to give it off to Watkins, and they turn it over. Well, the whistle blows, and it's a timeout for the Grizzlies. There's 11 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. It's a 1-point ball game. And Box Elder, if Logan scores, there's plenty of time for Box Elder to get the last shot. Time to look at the RPI. The RPI for this week comes out, sees a couple, 3 Region 11 teams in the top 5. Skyview in the number 1 spot. Desert Hills number 2. Dixie 3. Bear River at 4. Ridgeline at 5. Logan checks in at 9. Mountain Crest at 11. Green Canyon at 12. Region 11 standings look like this. Ridgeline and Skyview are both 9 and 2. Bear River's 9 and 3. Logan 8 and 4, Mountain Crest 5 and 6, and Green Canyon 2 and 8. We mentioned that Logan and Mountain Crest will be playing each other next week. We're going to have Ridgeline at Green Canyon next Thursday, the 12th. Skyview at Logan the week after that. And then Ridgeline at Logan on the 26th of January. So we've got some pretty good matchups coming up. Green Canyon's been struggling a little bit this year, but Logan Brown always puts a well-coached product on the floor, and they can step up and bite you, speaking of the Wolves, at any time. Ball in Anderson's hand. Kennington sets a screen. Argyle sets a screen. Watkins comes over. Anderson goes into Kennington. Argyle picks it up. He's run into by McKee, and that's free throws. 1 and 1, and McKee will pick up foul number 4. They were both going for the ball.
Foul on Jackson McKee.
So McKee wasn't trying to foul him or hack it at him or anything. They were both running toward the ball, and they ran into each other. McKee gets foul number 4, and that's the 7th team foul. 22.7 on the clock. The shot clock is off for the rest of this ball game.
The rubber floor gym immediately following tonight's game.
It's been a good one here at the Rec Center, the Grizzly Den. You know, pretty much every game that we have seen this year has been a good game. If we go back and look at the scores, Mountain Crest beat Clearfield in our first game, 57-55 in overtime. Green Canyon beats Twin Falls, 59-58. Logan thumped Century, 68-47, and Skyview beat up on Madison, 72-57. But then we get right back to the close games as Preston beat Mountain Crest, 54-52 last week. So we're having another one that's going to come right down to the wire. Mountain Crest coaching staff here scouting out the Grizz as they play next on the 12th. Shot no good by Argyle. Logan will have to foul. They're down by 1. The shot clock is off. They barely get it across the timeline, and now they foul. 12.4. And it's on Jordan Child. Even if they hit both. Logan would still have a chance. 46-45, Box Elder Mortensen goes to the line, his first free throw of the night, and it's good. Mortensen's done a great job guarding Anderson. He's held Anderson to 9 points. He scored 10 of his own. That's his first point here in the second half, a clutch free throw, and the Grizzlies call a timeout, give him some time to think about it. Logan's only 2-3 in their last 5 games, so they're in just a little bit of a rut. They played a pretty tough preseason schedule. Box Elder, on the other hand, has won 4 out of 5 games, and they're cleaning up against Region 11. Let's say that the other way. They're getting their clocks cleaned usually against Region 11. They beat Mountain Crest and they beat Green Canyon, but Bear River beat them. Skyview beat them. And they're, I guess, going to have a chance now to beat Logan here and go 3-2 against Region 11. So I guess it is right to say that Box Elder not quite cleaning up, but doing pretty darn good against Region 11. And Coach Argyle was saying, hey, they're physical, they're experienced. McKee's tough in the post. Point guard, speedy and strong, meaning Kersey. Stevenson's a good shooter. They share the ball well. And they've done all of those things here tonight, speaking of Box Elder. 7 players scoring for Box Elder. Mortensen with a chance to make it a 3-point lead. He misses. A 3 would win it. Oh, and Mortensen just takes it away from Anderson. Anderson's dribbling around. Mortensen just reaches in and says, give me that. And they have to foul. I think Anderson he wasn't paying attention to the ball. He's looking around, looking at the clock, and as he looks up, Mortensen just reaches in and swipes it away. And now here he is for 1-1 again. 4.6 on the clock. But if he hits both, then it's ball game. Hits the first after missing one earlier that gave Logan a chance. Now Mortensen has a chance to put this one away. And Box Elder will take a timeout. You just don't see that happen to Justin Anderson. He's a good ball handler. He's a great shooter. He's had a subpar night tonight. He's at half of his average with 9 points. But really, that's a credit to Box Elder's defense. Specifically Cole Mortensen, who just took it away from him, and it almost is appropriate that it would come down to that. He's not happy if you're a Logan fan, but it makes a lot of sense that that's what it would come down to, the way Mortensen has played tonight. If you look at the rankings, Logan comes in at number 5 in 4A. Dixie's number 1, Skyview number 2, Ridgeline number 3, and Layton Christian Academy is number 4. The Skyview was winning last we heard there. Ridgeline did not play tonight. As we're down to the last 4.6 seconds in this one. A lot of our games here on the Game of the Week this year have come down to the last possession. Can Mortensen put it away? Sure looks like it. 4-point lead now for Box Elder. Timeout Logan on the inbounds play. They're going to look for a 3-point play, a 3-pointer, and then maybe a quick foul. They're going to have to shoot immediately. See what they come up with. We mentioned Anderson had 9 points, 14 points tonight for Jordan Child. There's 3.6 seconds on the clock, and it's a 49-45 Box Elder lead. 8 points for Jalen Argyle. Kennington with 6. 6 for Carson Tuft, who came off the bench tonight. He's been kind of battling with some illness, and so his time was limited tonight, but I think he's going to be checking in. He looked like he was going to. He's not. Kersey only 3 for Box Elder, but it was a 3 here in this fourth quarter. 12 for Mortensen. 4 for Seaver. Stevenson with 6. 14 for McKee. 8 for Watkins off the bench, and 2 for Isaacson. And McKee laughing about something as Abai, he's going to try to impede Abai. Anderson's going to get a good look. Anderson's 3 is short. Jordan Child tries to put it back, and Box Elder escapes with a 49-45 win, and a tough one here at Logan. A fun one. The Grizz come up just short. Thanks for joining us. We're glad you did and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings. Our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Rich's Cars and Credit. Good guys you can trust. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.